You're such an asshole.
So a couple days ago, I was on with Nuclear Cadillo. You can check out his channel. We were talking, and one of the more interesting aspects of the conversation was he's a younger man, obviously, and he was telling me how him and his generation, especially I guess where he went to school, they were all told that one, there was something wrong with the world, and two, they were going to save it. And I think that's got to be in the Communist Playbook 101, rules for radicals or whatever, but or the K through 12 teacher's handbook guide. You're not here to educate the kids. You're here to teach them that there's something wrong with society and that they're the generations that are going to save it. And I've called that the Jessica and Jason Christ syndrome, where you get these dipshit kids, they go to school, parents aren't paying attention. Parents themselves might, oh man, shocking. American parents might praise their children because it's their own genetic material. Meanwhile, they get divorced and the kids go and I don't know. I was going to say something, but I can't say it because we're on this platform. Where these kids get this, look at David Hogg or the kid with Down syndrome from Sweden, Greta Thunberg. All right, look, they weren't created in a vacuum. They were conditioned that way to think that there's something wrong with the world. Never mind the literally 200,000 years of trial and error of the about 100 billion people that came before you to figure it out. All the wars in the desert. Hey, we figured it out. I think we got this thing called a republic. I think it might work, and freedom, and for the people, by the people. Everyone just has to work a job. We let you keep the majority of your wealth. I don't want to get a job, which are the teachers, not even the kids. I don't want to get a job. I want summers off. And then they commiserate with other children of about the same intelligence and maturity as them, the teachers and the students. Like, it's so unfair out there. They want us to work. It's just the evil rich people who evil being work 3 times as hard as we did. They have more than us. Any reason for that? No, it's just because they're evil. It's not that I'm a lazy sack of shit who ended up majoring in English to teach English to English-speaking kids. It's not me. I'm precious. And so they kind of told us this too when we were young, but definitely how's that working, by the way, millennials? Did you save the world yet? Did you save the world by shopping organic coffee? Hoogie, woogie, woggy, woo. Who's a good liberal arts major? Who's a good liberal arts major? Who's going to save the planet? Who's going to save the planet? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I want cream with that. Cream in the car. Thank you. Thank you. And by gosh, I feel sympathetic for the millennial generation because they were lied to. It was horrible. They still don't wake up. Heads are still up their asses. So I kind of use them as an example. Like, look, do you want to be in your 40s and still, hey, man, it's the evil white male Republicans and capitalism, man. And you see what happened to the hippies, like the baby boomer hippies that are homeless and account for the most rapidly rising contingent, the highest growing contingent of homeless people is boomers. Come on, baby, light my fire. And so they conditioned these young kids to have the arrogant and completely wrong assumption that society didn't know what it was doing. All those old people who live there, we know better. We're going to, like college protester, talk about the most worthless human being. And so I just being more empirical and having to put myself through college. And I sit there like with my espresso that mom and dad pay for. Oh my goodness. Like, so I just feel as a woman of color, okay, so my opinion is more important than everyone else's because the professor said so. I just feel, I don't think I don't have knowledge because even though we have the internet with all the information, we can just look right up at this phone, unlike Cappy's old days where you had to go to like microfiche and go to the library. I just feel in the deepest of my hoo-has, I just feel that like I shouldn't have to work for a living and other people should pay for it. Okay? With these intellectual titans, can you imagine that not a single one of them solved the damn problem we have today? Matter of fact, it's gotten worse. Imagine that. I thought, come on. The Jessica and Jason Christ generation, the millennials were going to save us. You knew everything. And rent's so expensive. Wow, yes, it is. Did you vote for more money? Did you vote for bailouts? Did you vote for more money? You did. What did your economics course tell you? What didn't it just told you to come on, baby, light my fire? All right, never mind. Your professor was a Keynesian. What a shock. Why didn't we figure that out before? Why did somebody else? I always get a kick out of that about economics. If it was that easy, don't you think it would have worked? Let's just print off more money. Well, don't you think someone in the past thousands of years of governance would have, if we just print off more and it worked, we would have done it? Same thing with communism. Like, just make everything free and price controls. Well, if it worked, wouldn't you think hey, it worked. We don't have to try it for the 18th time. You see, you're from a heteronormative, white, cisgender, patriarchal view. Shut up and go worship your vagina some more. Just don't do it where the rest of society has to see it. We're sick of your shit. We're sick of your only leads to poverty choices shit. Go elsewhere. Go organize a community and make them even more poor than they are now with your shit. So an article came up. GF gave it to me. And it's proved something that I've known for quite some time, but it was Newt Gingrich of all people. He had a great quote. He says, email has saved more trees than all of the Sierra Nevada Club. And it's true. And even though that was like in the 90s, I kind of noticed it, especially with wind farms and solar panels, but clean energy. I'm not against it. I have solar panels. I don't have solar panels for the environment. I have solar panels because I don't believe all the Jessicas and Jason Christ are going to keep the electric grid up. I do it because I have it. It's a what is it? A put option where I think the value of society is going to go down. I think the young people, there's not enough of you electrical engineers or electricians to keep the electrical grid up. I think you're all a bunch of DEI, diversity major type of idiots and morons who won't produce jack fuck all shit for society. That's why I got the solar panels, not because I care about the environment. But I did notice this with alternative forms of energy, that who's going to save, if the environment needs saving, do you know who's going to save the environment? Not you liberal arts majors. You're not capable of saving anything. All, not some, not most, all you did with your liberal arts major or your social science majors, all you did and continue to do to this day is complain. That's it. And that's your job. You're hoping that somehow becomes a career. Like, I'm going to become an independent journal. I'm going to complain about the fascism. And you're not doing jack fuck all shit to actually help the environment. Oh, go talk to an environment. Go what? Oh yeah, why do you have 5 phones? Why do you have this? Why do you have that? Why do you have a new car? Why'd you get a car payment? I've never bought a new car. I mean, being a minimalist, you cannot help but become a very good environmentalist because you're not buying new shit. I get nearly all my clothes at Goodwill. Not because I care about the environment, because I'm cheap and I don't need fancy clothes. Oh, but they got to they got to go to Coachella and they got to go here. I got to get my master. They're horrible environmentalists. But the real environmentalists, the real ones that are going to save us, that actually are going to be, is going to be the engineers. It's going to be the STEM majors. It's going to be the scientists. And I just wanted to point, I got an article here. Like if you look at the wind farm people, that wasn't environmental studies majors. That wasn't journalism majors or political science majors. It wasn't the Jessica and Jason Christ of society. It was materials engineers. It was chemical engineers too. Mechanical engineers, aerospace engineers. Not one environmentalist was at all contributing to the solution or the abatement of helping out the environment. Not a single one of you. You just bitch and whine and bitch and whine and bitch and whine. That's all you do. You don't do jack all fucking shit because deep down inside, you don't care about the environment. You don't care about the children. You don't care about minorities. You don't care about poor people. You just want to avoid a real job. That's it. So when this article came out, I was like, oh my God, because what's the most evil? This is maybe too reason for you kids, but what was the most evil corporation ever? The most evil corporation? It was ExxonMobil because they were big oil. Do you remember big oil? That's when my generation was going to save the planet. We were going to stop big oil. Stop it now. Until Becky got a taste of suburban life and wanted to drive her, Range Rover SUV. Then that environmentalism went away real quick when she got her heated seats. But to Newt Gingrich's point in my position before, ExxonMobil to develop lithium well in Arkansas. So right off the bat now, you environmentalists have a problem. So what are lithium used? Lithium is used in batteries. What kind of batteries? Electric cars. So this is for the environment. How much you want to have environmentalists protested it? You're going to drill wells in Arkansas. Yeah, but it's to help the environment. How much you want to bet? I don't have to look it up. I guarantee you they're already, we got to go and protest because we're fuck all worthless people with nothing else to do on a Saturday. It's what it is. What is the Panamanian protesters protesting the copper mine and then the old man shot two of them? I'm not saying go that far. But yeah, I mean, isn't it? ExxonMobil's about to do something. Forget whether it's for the environment or not. No, you got to go and bitch and whine. That will show you their true motives. ExxonMobil is doing more to help the environment now by having this mine come in so they can get the lithium out of it. So you can have electric vehicles, okay? That if you have it powered by nuclear power or wind or solar or whatever, there's less carbon emissions. But how many of you are all for nuclear power? None of you. Okay, right there. It's not about the environment. It's just so they can feel sorry about themselves. Are you gonna protest ExxonMobil trying to help the environment now? Because that will tell you 100% they don't give a damn about the environment. They just want to bitch and whine. Spring, Texas. ExxonMobil Corporation is planning on becoming a leading producer in the lithium industry, beginning with Arkansas. ExxonMobil announced on November 13th that work has begun in southwest Arkansas to drill its first well for lithium, a product used in the manufacturing of electric car batteries. The location is known for its vast amounts of lithium deposits, making it a great start to the company's new venture. According to a release from ExxonMobil, the product offered will be branded as Mobile Lithium. Lithium is essential to the energy transition, and ExxonMobil has a leading role to play in paving the way for electrification, said Dan Amon, president of ExxonMobil Low Carbon Solutions. I'm sorry, environmentalist. Aside from the bitching and whining division, do you have an actual division that's like an R&D facility that helps solve the problem instead of merely complaining about it? No, you don't. I'll continue on. The landmark project applies decades of ExxonMobil expertise to unlock vast supplies of North American lithium with far fewer environmental impacts than traditional mining operations. Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders said that because of companies like ExxonMobil, Southwest Arkansas is now the energy capital of the state. Southwest Arkansas, that doesn't sound like a place I want to live, though. South Arkansas is our state's all-around energy capital, producing oil, natural gas, and now thanks to investment like ExxonMobil and other combination of skills and scale lithium, said Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders. My administration supports an all of the above energy strategy that guarantees good, high-paying jobs for Arkansans. Oh, but what if they don't have a liberal art? What if they have a liberal arts degree and have they don't know how to weld? Oh, they can't be hired, but they can protest, right? We'll continue to cut taxes and slash red tape to make it happen. Exxon is working with local state officials to ensure a successful emergence of Arkansas's lithium industry. Let me see. Hang on. I'm going to type in protest. Arkansas lithium, Arkansas protests. And The Verge. No. I need to have protests. Don't. I typed in okay, Google. I typed in protest for you to provide Results for protests. Don't say we didn't include it. Is this here, the protest? TheDerek.com. Production 2027. Oh, I got to sign up to see the article. No. Protests are sanctioning ExxonMobil. Was it face protests and lawsuits from climate activists? Here it is, the messenger. Turn electric car to batteries. Maybe not. No, that's not it. No one so far. I don't see anything about protests. I don't see anything about protests right now. But there, you soon will. Okay, so environmentalists, come on. I bet you they're sitting there like a kid at a candy store. We got to but we can't because it's actually for the thing week. Oh, but what are we gonna do? Not get real jobs, are we? All right, that's it. Link below, by the way, if you're a young person, you don't want to like be a 58-year-old protester. Like that, oh, what'd you do? I bitched and whined my entire life. And I wasn't even the wife of somebody. Hey, I wasn't even married. Please don't major in stupid shit. Please don't major in the liberal arts. Link below is a link to a book called Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. Do you want to be a 40-year-old begging for a student loan bailout? I didn't think so. There you go. All right. See you guys later. Toodles.